Hello everyone, welcome. We're back with I'm gonna call it the final little ancillary episode of Ratchet and Clank going Commando. Basically, I'm in challenge mode now. As you can see in the upper right, I have a bolt multiplier of 8. It goes up to 20, which is one of the nice things about challenge mode. One of the things that's not so nice about challenge mode is all of the enemies are significantly harder. They have more health, more damage, all that fun stuff. Excuse me. But we have unlocked all of the weapons, including one I didn't even remember. The orange weapons are the normal, upgraded ones that we've seen in our playthrough. Yellow are the mega weapons, and blue are the ultra, which basically, as you can see, the mega gets its own new XP meter, and then once you upgrade that, it goes to ultra, which, as you can probably see, gives you significantly more ammo. Like excuse me, the Ultra Heavy Lancer has 500 ammo versus the original, which had like 200 or something like that, 300. So it gets more ammo, which is nice. It does more damage, things like that. No new features, but yeah. I went through and unlocked all of the other skill points. All of the challenges have been done. So basically everything is complete. And I've got these 3 new weapons. The Clank Shocker, which is the upgraded version of the Clank Zapper. Let's see if we can find some enemies to have it take effect. So if enemies are behind us or near us, the Clank Shocker will actually do some stuff and be kind of like a personal defense turret kind of thing. Nothing too fancy, but still kind of cool. We also have unlocked the Rhino 2, which I'll show that in a bit, but the Zodiac. The Zodiac is kind of crap. It's not a great weapon. Let's get rid of that little guy, and we'll see if we can find a group of enemies that we can use to demonstrate what the Zodiac does. Here we go. So the Zodiac, you activate it, blinding flash, and it destroys pretty much every enemy. It's ridiculously powerful. But as you can see, we only have a set amount of ammo. And you only get 4, and they're about 10,000 apiece. So they're not cheap. The Rhino, on the other hand, 100 ammo, and it's pretty powerful. Sure, it's not instant kill for like a bunch of enemies at once compared to like the Zodiac, but at the same time, it's not 10,000 bolts per round, and it takes out pretty much every enemy in one hit. The only downside is the missiles do not track. So you have to be close, or they have to not be moving, or they have to be moving in a way that makes them easy to hit. But yeah, we also got the Carbonox armor, which is 1,000,000 bolts. Pretty much everything in this game, like if you want like really high-end stuff, it gets expensive. All of the mega weapons were, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of bolts, which I think I have all except the Tetra Bomb gun, which is like 1.25 million bolts. And though I have the bolt multiplier and I technically could probably get it, there's no reason to. And the reason there's no reason to is once you get all of the weapons upgraded to orange, that's what counts. Now, one of the other things you get as a part of completing the game is you get the shortcuts menu, so you can go to different arenas, the hoverbike races, the battle sphere, the testing facility, that kind of stuff. There's one more that I don't know what it goes to, but we do also have the Insomniac Museum, which I believe is the last trophy that I need to get before I get platinum for this. So we'll get to that in a second. Random stuff, we do get the Clank Stay at Insomniac, which is just kind of like a little flip book with Ratchet and Clank superimposed over top of, production photos of Ratchet and Clank, like the Insomniac Studios and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. You got Sheep Blasters, which is kind of just like a little side-scrolling shooter thing, and it's 1v1. So you have the great green one on the bottom there, and then I'm playing as the red character. So it is 2-player, but at this point we don't have a second player, so it's not going to matter. We also have the Space-ish Wars, which is kind of like Asteroids-esque. You gotta destroy your opponent or they fall into the sun. Not anything too fancy, but it's still fun. You get some paintings, and things like production paintings and stuff like that, which is quite nice. As well as endorsement deals. Once you have everything, so like the Ratchet and Clank cereal, the Quarktastic action figure, the tarot cards, and this creepy dude. 640 million, 4,640,000,000 bolts for the, I'm presuming the titanium or whatever spaceship. So it's a fun, interesting little thing. I think this is a reference to Star Wars. We also get first-person mode. So first-person mode is interesting. It's inverted controls, so it's a little awkward. But you get double jump. You get a double jump, but you don't actually flip in first person, which is nice. It's just is awkward because of the inverted controls. So we're gonna turn that off. But we will use the shortcuts and go to the museum. Like I said, it's one of those. This didn't take too long. I'm actually not even complete with the second playthrough. Like I got through all of this extra stuff before finishing the second run through of this game. But we have Planet Burbank, which is just Earth. And it's the Insomniac Museum. It's actually quite cool. There's a lot of little commentary, little bits and things like that, and little test rooms and things of that nature. So let's listen to one of them. Let's listen to the intro for it, I should say.
This is Mike Stout. I'm a designer at Insomniac Games. Hi, welcome to the Insomniac Museum. Here you'll see some of the great things that never quite made it into the game, and you'll learn a little bit about life here at Insomniac Games.
It's actually quite cool. It's like I said, it's just as the name implies. It's an environment. Ooh, this one's kind of cool.
Hi, I'm Leslie Matheson. I'm a designer here at Insomniac Games. This was intended to be the water system for Ratchet and Clank. However, as even this little patch of water taxes the game engine to its limits, a modified and severely optimized form was what eventually made it into the game. To see this patch in action, press circle.
So it's a very realistic water sim, which I can only imagine does a lot on the hardware in the system and whatnot. Actually, let's make sure we have the right boots on. Charge boots, yes, okay. Why can I not charge? That's kind of annoying. We have some other things in here. I'm not going to go through all the commentary pieces, but it's just kind of showing off different things that were in the game that may have gotten cut. And just if you want to play, if you are playing this game and you want to listen to it, go for it. It's actually quite cool. You know, oh, this is a nice little hover ship. We're gonna use this to drive around. Nice little animation section, rock drill from like the first game. What else we got? Animation, more animation stuff. We got another ship down here. Let's see. We got some fire coming out of a vent. It's a very interesting little oh, look at this thing. This is cool. It's a lot of fun. It is a very fun little experience. We got a trespasser or electrolyzer thing here, so let's use that quick. See what's in behind these doors. And then probably the most clustered. Oh, darn it. This is probably the most clustered electrolyzer path we've seen so far. Oh, there we go. It got fast real quick. And then we have, oh, What is this? Triangle to activate. Let's say the help message.
Hello, this is Pedro Hastines. I am a gameplay programmer at Insomniac Games. These teleporters were originally intended to go into several of the levels. Due to time constraints, however, they were eventually cut.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a big building. Let's see. Where does this take us? Oh. Oh, it's like an animated one. Okay. Oh, we got a little height map kind of thing. It's like how far can you jump across. And that kind of stuff. That's always kind of cool when you can see these things in games. These look like they're wall bounce testing things where it's like they're getting further and further apart. And then you probably have like a how steep can you climb and walk up kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I think at this point though, we've seen all we need to see. We got the platinum trophy. I thank you all for watching this entire series. It's been a lot of fun. I definitely want to do Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal at some point. That probably come out in the future. I don't know exactly when, but we'll see. We'll see where it lands. But I thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you and all of your comments and likes and dislikes and all that stuff. So if you have any suggestions for games that you might want to see in future, I can leave a comment and I can consider them if I have them already, or if they're easier enough to get or whatnot. I'll add them to the list if they pique my interest and whatnot. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good one.